Alright guys, out here on the water after a tough tournament yesterday where we didn't even catch a single fish. Coming out to redeem ourselves. I got Bryan here. Bryan's going to introduce himself. Bryan, tell everybody.
I'm Bryan Baddock. I go to Mizzou. I'm a sophomore, fish for their bass team. Just talked to Nick. He was all willing to get me out here and take me out on his boat, so hopefully we can put something together today.
Yeah, we're going to try and redeem myself from yesterday, because V and I went out and fished the Bass and Bob tournament. Anyways, it's a fun tournament, great tournament, tough field, but at the end of the day, you get breakfast, you get dinner, but I didn't catch any fish, and I have yet to catch a bass in 2018, so I'm coming out here to redeem myself. We're going to learn, we're going to focus on winter fishing. I'm going to focus on really finesse baits and some A-rigs, probably just to catch a fish. I know they work, but I want to catch a fish on some small finesse baits. Is what I struggle at. So we're going to hop around the lake, try and find some different spots. So just enjoy. Let's learn this winter fishing together. Alright guys, so we've been fishing for about an hour and haven't caught a fish yet. And yesterday I threw an Omega jig. It was 5/8 ounce and it was a finesse jig. Just couldn't get a bite on it. I think it was just too big. So like we were talking about earlier, we're going finesse. So I'm going to throw the smallest Omega jig I have, and I'm going to put a brown skirt instead of green pumpkin on it, and just see what happens. Try something a little bit different. It may be just a super finesse bite, and that's something I might have been missing out on. And if that doesn't work, we're going to try a drop shot for a little while. I brought some of my little Dream Shot minnows, and we're seeing little shad about that big all over the place. So we're going to try that, but we're going to keep at it, try and catch a fish today. Something to keep in mind. If you fish a lot of different lakes, and if you're going to build an arsenal of jigs, don't buy a bunch of jigs that are pre-made. Buy them individually, like this, and buy a bunch of skirts. That way when you go to a lake, you don't have, you can literally buy a third of what you normally buy. You just buy enough jig heads and buy enough skirts. Instead of having 30 of every color of jigs and skirts, already pre-made, yeah. You can buy 10 and have it's all all the jigs I need.
It seems a lot more organized too.
It's so much easier.
Get yourself a lot of food that way.
Oh yeah.
So good.
I'm cooking crappie tonight.
You just fry it up usually?
Yeah.
It's easiest.
It's the easiest and it tastes delicious. Now when I catch bluegill or whatever, and every now and then if I catch a Kentucky on a bad day, I'll take them home and eat them, because they're really good if you pan fry.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh man, the best way, like bluegill
are good, yeah.
Yeah, bluegill and bass. The way if they're not big, because if you get those big fillets, you gotta flip them all. But if you get a nice Kentucky, it's not super thick. It's 13 inches long or whatever.
Yeah.
You just fillet it, leave the skin, just run that fillet knife right on down, and just cut the fillet right off. Don't flip it over and cut the skin off the fillet, and then put it in a skillet. Put about, not quite half a stick of butter, maybe a third stick of butter, melt it in a skillet, and lay it on the skin in the skillet. Lemon pepper it while it's still wet. Put the lemon pepper so it'll soak in as it cooks, and spoon butter over top of it as it heats. And as soon as the top turns white and flaky, pull it off, and you just eat it right off the skin. Just kind of like a trout.
Yeah.
If you ever had a trout, you just eat it right off the skin. Yep, or salmon.
That sounds good.
I
love cooking.
That's if you like lemon butter. If you don't like lemon butter.
Yeah.
see how deep it is, but you fished it before.
I fished that, yeah. Day where I can like run on glass, but I've gotten it up to like 60, which is pretty good for you. It's only got a 175.
Yeah, 175. You should run 62.
I mean, it gets up to 58 on not. That was on chop.
Well, without a hydraulic jack, like that's about as fast as you can
Yeah.
get without being able to fine tune. Now that is a brush pile.
That's a nice one. Do you think those are cables?
Those are cables, yeah. But that's a brush pile. Definitely a brush pile tied up to it. That's right there, yeah. Which, yeah, exactly. Spending more time on the water is more valuable, whether or not you're catching fish or not, no matter what the boat looks like. Yeah. So, but anyways, guys, we're wrapping up the day. We had a tough day.
Yeah, to say the least.
Say the least. And we tried everything from large jigs, small jigs, Ned rig, drop shot, A-rig, jerkbait of various sizes, depths. Same as yesterday. I didn't catch a single fish. I didn't get a single bite yesterday. Same thing today. And I fished from the dam to the gravel yesterday, and today we fished all of Shawnee Bend area. Not quite to the toll bridge, but we were pretty close. And Bryan and I, we had a great time. He taught me a few cool things about trees and stuff, because, you know, he's, what is it, not fish management, but
Pretty much.
pretty much fish management is what he's going to school for, which I told him down the road that's going to pay big dividends when it comes into professional fishing and getting into college tournaments and stuff like that. But anyways, we had a good time. We learned stuff. We gave up trying to find fish on what we knew, because we fished everything that we knew, and it just wasn't working out. So we ended up fishing some stuff we never fished and found some really nice brush piles. So in the end, we turned into a learning experience, had a good time, met somebody new, and we'll get out on the water again and go fishing. Thanks, Bryan.
Absolutely.
So you guys have an awesome day. And next time, hopefully we catch a fish.